Hey, how's it going, everyone? What is up? Welcome back to the channel and another Dragon Ball FighterZ video. Today I wanted to talk about transformations. Now, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, even a casual Dragon Ball fan like me, transformations in Dragon Ball are like some of the coolest things in the whole series. You see this guy go from being a human or a Saiyan or whatever else, and he gets mad or he powers up and he turns into these different things from Super Saiyan 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 Super Saiyan God. You know, all of these different transformations. It's always been one of the coolest things about the series for me. It's always been one of the most hype things, seeing Goku discover another transformation with Vegeta trailing, behind. And in Dragon Ball FighterZ 1, there's a very distinct lack of transformations. The only install in the game that I can really think of, unless I just don't play the character and there's been another install in the game, is Frieza. He gets his Golden Frieza transformation. Now, there's a really good reason to this, right? Laying the groundwork for this game, I'm actually really happy that they didn't do transformations in Dragon Ball FighterZ 1. I'm really happy they didn't, because they could have taken the great formula that they had and completely fucked it up because they didn't even out and figure out how they wanted to do transformations. They rush into it, and now everybody at the beginning of the match is just standing screen to screen away from each other and just sitting there charging the whole time so they can reach the full power level for that transformation. I feel like they did need the foundation to be laid before they could actually go full-fledged into transformations. I've seen a lot of arguments on the internet, a lot of arguments on Reddit, not really arguments, but like discussions, but arguments against transformation and arguments for transformation. I do think transformation can definitely work in Dragon Ball FighterZ 2. And one of the main reasons that I think we do need transformations in Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 is because of how ridiculous it makes the game look. Now, I didn't play the game there for a long time. I've came back to it, and the one thing that always kept me away is every time I heard about DLC, it was a new Goku or a new Vegeta, and it really did keep me away. But now that the possibility of transformations is entirely realistic for Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 due to having the groundwork laid, I think it's the perfect time for them actually to do that and be able to add more characters from the huge Dragon Ball, backstory. There's so many characters from GT, from Dragon Ball Z, from normal, like, OG Dragon Ball that we've still yet to see, and it's because we have 5 different versions of Goku in the game. Now, the way that I think transformations could actually work in Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, the way that we have right now, so they have all of the foundation laid. They have mostly every different transformation for Vegeta and Goku, and even, like, Broly, he's got his transformation version in there. They have all of the different models already laid, and of course, if they do stick to the same graphic style, there wouldn't be a lot of, editing as far as that goes. They wouldn't have to upgrade much. The way that Dragon Ball FighterZ looks, it looks amazing, and that would transfer very well over to Dragon Ball FighterZ 2. They already have all of the character models, all of the animations, all of that already foundation completely laid. Moving into Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, if you guys have played MK11, you know about the custom movesets and how you can choose different specials. Now, I don't think that the transformations should be extremely OP in Dragon Ball FighterZ 2. Like, I think the problem with the old Dragon Ball games is when you hit that transformation, you got such a big boost in everything possible. I think the way to actually balance that out for the transformations in Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 would, like the custom movesets in MK11, you were able to pick like 2 or 3 transformations that you wanted to be able to have in Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, right? So if you're playing Goku, you can go and you can select Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 3, and then if you want to spend like 5 bars, you can get Super Saiyan God. And all that would do with them already having the moves, and we all know that most fighting games, unless you're NRS games, they keep a lot of legacy moves. They keep a lot of the legacy attacks and specials, and they add a few new things with it. So the way that I would think that transformations could work, your first transformation would cost 1 meter, your second transformation would cost 3 meters, and your final transformation, which ultimately would be your most powerful, would cost 5 meters. Now, the thing that you would have to do is you would have to go through those other 2 transformations to get to that final transformation. But these transformations would not give you a huge huge advantage over your opponent. Think the buff that Broly gets after his level 3 super. That very, very, very minor 5% buff that Broly gets. I feel like that would be the damage buff that would be applied to each transformation, leading up to maybe a 7 to 8% transformation buff with your final level 5 transformation. But it wouldn't add like all this other crazy horseshit. What you would ultimately get is the moveset from the previous game, the Super Saiyan God moveset for Goku, if you so choose to have that as your most powerful transformation instead of Ultra Instinct. And it would be vice versa if you chose Ultra Instinct. And it could also take you from having the base Goku super, the base Goku level 3, to, if you get all the way up to level 5, if you're playing a Super Saiyan God Goku, you get his level 5 super. You can go into your level 3 and then go into your level 5 from that. I feel like that would be a good way to balance it out and give us transformations. As we know, Dragon Ball FighterZ has some really good cinematics in the game, especially when it comes to characters like Android 17 on his super, Broly on some of his normals. You know, just a lot of the characters have really good animations, and seeing these transformations in game and reaching that point, whether it costs 1 meter or 3 meters, 5 meters, or hell, even 7 meters for the final transformation, I don't think they should make it so OP that everybody's, you know, racing to get to that transformation. But if they do choose to get to that transformation, they do get a couple of new moves to use. This is how you do that, that's how you do that. And I honestly do think some of the better variations should be locked behind a transformation. Like UI Goku, he's so powerful in Dragon Ball FighterZ. How do you level that out? You make a good transformation. You have to work to get that. And I think it would be the perfect way to do that in Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, but of course, I'm not a game dev. I'm not a fighting game dev especially. I know a lot about fighting games, but I wouldn't know what goes into actually making this transformation idea come to life in a realistic way while keeping the game serious and competitive and not a laughable joke within every fighting game community. But I do feel like this can be done, and this is one of the most important things in Dragon Ball's lore, these transformations, and I feel like they do need to come into the game in some way, shape, or form. The Golden Frieza, the way that install works, it's not extremely overpowered. You barely see anybody use it because it's not extremely overpowered, but it can be useful. I feel like that's how these level ups should be. Maybe a little bit more than just barely useful, but I definitely feel like these installs, these transformations, do need to be in Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, and it opens up a lot of space for more characters to actually be added. We're missing a lot of characters in Dragon Ball FighterZ that we'll be talking about tomorrow in our Season 4 predictions kind of missing characters video. I just feel like having transformations, having these custom moves, if you will, just opens the game up a lot more for a lot more characters and a lot more cool and cinematic factors when it comes to what Dragon Ball FighterZ is already doing very well and what Arc Systems Works already does very well with their fighting games. I feel like that would be the way to up the game in Dragon Ball FighterZ 2. But I do want to know what you guys think about this. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think transformations can actually work in Dragon Ball FighterZ 2? I know, like, the way the game is balanced out right now for Dragon Ball FighterZ 1, there's no way in hell transformations could work. Keep them the hell away. Don't add a character that has them, because I feel like it would be completely broke with the way the game works right now. But I think it is a real possibility for Dragon Ball FighterZ 2. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video and want to see more Dragon Ball videos like this, make sure to leave a like on the video. Helps out the channel a lot. And possibly subscribe to the channel. It also helps out the channel a whole lot. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge shout out to my supporters, YSM Dino, Ricky Laughlin, Frank the Tank H2O, Patrick Thompson, Sir D, and Master Vex PC, and the Thingy. I don't know if I said the Thingy or not. I might have. Rhetorical, or redundant, sorry. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host. My name is Tootin, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.